Are you all alone? What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, you guys? Back with another video. It's your boy PJ21. I just want to say welcome back to my channel and also how you guys doing. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, share to all social media platforms. And also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. And for this next reaction, we have Michele pays Jalen Green back for dumping her. For some of you guys that don't know Michele, she was with Jalen Green. I'm gonna say this completely wrong. I'm just gonna say he's an NBA basketball player, and basically the age gap difference on this is mad crazy, and they also have a child together. We also spoke about this on my podcast, True Serum on podcast, where basically like the age gap, the unloyalness that Michele is doing to Jalen Green, and like it's basically in general that these women do not care. Like seriously, like they're just trying to make a bag out of these basketball players and not really have like a healthy family relationship with them. Like seriously, because like why bring a kid in your relationship if y'all just gonna be messy and toxic and traumatize that child? All right, and this also goes for Anthony Edwards and his girl. Like I feel like hold up. I think the age gap, if I'm not too far back, is Draya's 42 or 40 and Jalen Green is only 29. That's a big difference, a big age difference. All right. But yeah, it's just that like a lot of these basketball players like they feel like they have like all the fame and all like the worship is that like now they could just like go after like every girl and also not having to bring a child like in that relationship, like just be in that relationship. I don't know why children need to be involved, just be in the relationship, but that's not what we're here for. Okay. So Michele pays Jalen Green back for dumping her. All right, and this is on again with O'Shea Duke Jackson's channel.
I was sitting here praying, watching church online as a backsliding Baptist when all of a sudden I got this notification. And this notification brought me to Dove Climate when Texas quarterback CJ Stroud was caught leaving a celebrity softball game with famous model Amber Rose. He ended up struggling mildly the following season. I'm thinking to myself, didn't I see this like last year? And yeah, it's right because it's an old clip. And people hopped in the comments and they started roasting the poster of this thing. They started saying stuff like, bruh, this was 2 years ago. Why are you showing this now like it's recent? What's the point of this post? This happened many moons ago, dawg. Where's the count on X? There's nothing that really ties CJ Stroud to Amber Rose outside of them getting into a car that night. And when I looked at his stats last year, of course he regressed a little bit, like in yards per game and obviously his quarterback rating. But the reality is he still did win one more game and he took his team to the playoffs. So not enough can be said about that. Rewind! But oh boy, Jalen Green, a lot could be said about his situation. Remember, Jalen Green is the young star over at the Houston.
My bad. It's just like it's giving really like for a fact that like these um like 40s late 30s 40s females like that are there but not really there, like mostly models are just going after like young athletes like in the professional like sports team and whatnot. Like seriously, like I don't see like what's so special, but I'm guessing like it makes them youthful in a way.
Houston Rockets, and they've been having a really good run as of late. Ime Udoka has really changed that team around. Then you add in Amen Thompson into the mix. The guys are doing well. They're the number 2 seed in the playoffs. The Golden State Warriors had to participate in the play-in to even get into the playoffs. But something happened on May 4th. The Golden State Warriors beat the Houston Rockets 103-89 on their home court. And of course, Jalen Green had this to say.
Coach Udoka, after this crushing loss?
Been a tough loss, but keep my heads high. A lot of work to do this summer, and keep my heads up. I know how far we got people. Obviously, we're gonna play our best. We was capable of. We got it.
Jalen Green was held.
I'm sorry. In that interview, like my man looked hurt, like hurt as heck. Like somebody did him like so dirty that like he just like he couldn't do like the interview with the utmost like energy. Like he was just like he was sad about what happened before the game, and then after the game, they lost, and then it's just like twice the sadness like for my man.
Like 8 points that game. And now folks are starting to talk. Is Draya Michele the reason for this breakdown? Let's go back to like CJ Stroud, right? Like there's a lot of young guys dealing with older ladies, and we've seen it, and it seems to be something that's quite popular right now. But why is it happening?
The reason that these
I'm sorry, but like, is it really grooming? Like, I'm like, is it really like a case? Because like, y'all might like disagree with me, but like, I understand like it's bad for Shannon Sharp and the white girl that he's like in a lawsuit with, accusing him of grape and assault. But if it's like vice versa, right? From my homie to the homie, is it really a case of like grape and or grooming in better terms, like where you are dating a older woman that's experienced and like kind of a freak for nature. I will see that as a good thing. I'm sorry to say, if y'all disagree with that, like I will see that because, like, yo, it's not working for the same age. So if y'all want an older woman that's gonna like um help you and like basically become like a sugar mama, like in that case. But if it's working where like they going after like YN people that are in like the professionalism and like the YN people have the money and like they just want the money from those YNs, then that's a completely different story. But if they are in the spectrum of like paying everything for you and you just gotta give them a little bit, like yo, just give them a little bit. That's it. Yeah.
young men are obsessed with these older women is because these young women are washed up. These women that are 35, 40, 45, 50, their credit right. They in the gym. They know how to eat right. They cook, they clean, they submit. They don't have unrealistic expectations. These young girls be built as if they had 7 children. They out of shape. They smoke weed. They drink. They want to party every day. They be washed up. They be missing side teeth. They skin be bad. They edges be gone. These older women, these seasoned women, they be having they together. Teeth straight, skin clear, they're hydrated, they know how to hold a conversation.
Thick as heck, like seriously, like yo, you just don't want to say it, so like just say it, like seriously.
You don't gotta tell her when to rub your back. You don't gotta tell her to rub your feet after a long day. These young women want nothing but expect everything.
I mean, shout out to the brother that was saying that, and I mean, obviously there were some jokes in there, but I mean, for the most part, that may or may not be true. I think when it comes to some of these younger guys and they're encountering older women, just like PJ Washington was doing with Brittany Renner, he might have thought that this lady was more mature, had more life experience. It was something like a status symbol to be able to sleep with somebody like Brittany Renner if you're PJ Washington, or Amber Rose if you're CJ Stroud, or even if you're Jalen Green dealing with Draya and Michele. But the reality is this when it comes to Jalen Green. Draya and Michele was never really about him.
More kids, or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want.
My bad. Before we go back to Jay Michelle, I don't really see like it's not my place. Like I have not been in the same room as Amber Rose, but I don't see her as like that type of person like to like follow these OF or Instagram models into like the whole dating a YN celebrity, a YN athlete and becoming like on the roster of having him pay for everything and just like being with him for the money and just having also a kid as well. Um I don't like Amber Rose, like what I've seen in the past, like we're in 2020, we're 2025 right now, but what I've seen in the past is that like she's still co-parenting with Wiz. She loves her child. That's what I be seeing. Like so that's just why I be seeing like by my perspective and my opinion. But if it's a different thing that's happening behind closed doors, then I guess
Was never really about him.
More kids, or are you done?
Oh yeah, I want more kids.
Like how many?
Like one, I think.
So like the person you're
I don't
dating, you see like a future with them?
I think the question you were asking me is if I wanted more kids.
you took a long ass time. She said yes. Do you want more kids? You said yes. I think like one. Um, mostly people will say one more. But no, she said one. And then she said the person that you're dating. Do you want more kids with him? It was like a Jeopardy like theme song with her. Like seriously, like she's like, no, I think you were asking the first question, and then you tried to give me a second question and caught me off guard. Just answer the question. Like,
And I feel like I want more kids.
okay.
And if you guys remember, there was a big story that went on that Draya and Michele unfollowed Jalen Green right before the playoffs started. So he's a new father, has a child with him. His support system is not there. And again, he's against a legend in Steph Curry and Draymond Green in Game 7, a game they're supposed to win at the Toyota Center. And Jalen Green, well, just doesn't come through. And so this kind of idea is not new. People like Russell Wilson dealing with Sierra, people thought that since he's been dealing with her, he's actually regressed as a quarterback.
More to say, Sean Payton, you tried. Russell Wilson, get rid of your girl. That's the only suggestion I got for you.
Yo,
I don't got nothing else to do for you.
He can't get rid of Sierra.
If you want to win.
He's right.
Wait, so if you're with somebody like or not the right person, like your ability like to play sports is gonna go down. Like I don't see the logic in that. Like seriously, I really don't see the numbers like hitting like low like for athletes because I just feel like that's just like if they're not happy in their relationship, then like their spark is gonna be down like for the games and like the scrimmages and whatnot. But like with Russell Wilson and his girl, like I just saw like them like at the Met Gala, like pictures of them, and like they look happy, but like you can't really say for sure like between pictures is somebody's actually happy.
Now we can just say that, Russell Wilson is just getting old, but people felt like his quarterback play regressed a lot in Denver, and a lot of that could be attributed to Sierra. Now, I'm not going to do that because Russell Wilson still has some really great seasons after marrying Sierra, and I do believe that in some level, it can affect a man if his baby mama or long-term partner is not with him when he has to deal with professional sports. Just think about Steph Curry. I mean, he's been with his wife, Ayesha Curry, for a long time. Steph Curry may have problems, but he's not worried about baby mama problems, right? They're going to be married. They're going to work it out. His wife is not going to, unfollow him, and he's going to be able to do everything.
She like I'm sorry, so like yo, Aisha Curry, so like yo, she's funny as heck. Like she may not unfollow Steph Curry. They may have like a healthy relationship, the same as LeBron and his family and his wife. Um, but like she would go on some interviews and say that she don't get that enough attention from Steph Curry. Like Steph Curry, he's a big NBA All Star like basketball player, and apparently he's not giving Aisha Curry enough attention because he's trying to bring back money, bring back bread to make sure that his kids and you are like satisfied and good in this world, but that's just not the case for you. All right? He's not giving you enough attention. Okay, you need more attention. Like yo, like do more interviews. Like have Steph Curry like on a video chat. Then like where he's at. Like on if he's like on break or something.
He needs to do this time of year comes about. She's been there. She's been through him with championships when he's lost things in the Olympics. So his wife is a rock in his case. Same thing with LeBron. Win or lose, his wife is a rock. But when you're a young man and you're competing against the best athletes in the world and your personal home life is not together and you lose in a situation where people believe that you should win, it must be devastating. And what people are now going to say is, aha, you see this guy? Dealing with these OG IG models will turn your life around. See, if Jalen Green wasn't dealing with Draya Michele, he would have won game 7. But when you deal with these chicks and let them use your money, this is what happens. He should have learned from the last guy. Her last boyfriend, Tyrod Taylor, she was trying to use him, and this guy thought he was special. Now look, she tried to leave him broke, and now he's losing games dealing with her. He's silly. This was all his fault. And to be honest, we can't necessarily blame it all on Draya Michele. But hey, if you were not dealing with Draya Michele, maybe your mind would have been focused on the game more. Maybe the Warriors.
Now look, who like my additional question is that like who you guys want these athletes to be with then? If it's not Jerry Michelle, who? If it's not Sierra, who? If it's not who else? If it's not shit if it's not Anthony Edwards' girlfriend that he got a child with her, like do y'all have somebody in line for these basketball players? Because like y'all just know like who they should be with. Or if it's not Leanne, the girlfriend that Travis Hunter is with, who should they be with?
Played a good game on defense. Maybe you just had a bad night. But we're going to look at this from now on saying, hey, these older 3-0 fizzors are ruining these young dudes' lives. And if they were not dealing with them, they would be doing a lot better. I don't know what you guys have to say about it, but what do you think? If he wasn't clapping 40-year-old cheeks, would he have won? I mean, he had career breakout games in the playoffs, and he was doing this thing. But would he have had enough to win this series against the Golden State Warriors? You basketball guys out there, is it her fault or was it not her fault? Or do the Houston Rockets just have a Jalen Green problem? Let me know in the comments. I'm out.
All right, yo. That was Drea Michelle pays Jalen Green back for dumping her. Um, I don't think he really went into deep about how she paid Jalen Green back. Like I guess of him losing games. Like by I guess you got your revenge like by helping him lose the game. Like seriously, like but my closer for this is that I don't think that them being with a 4-year-old is making them lose the games. I think it's just that they just have bad days. Like people have their good days, people have their bad days. But yo, like you're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. Okay, from the great John Witherspoon from Friday. You're gonna win some, you're gonna lose some. All right, and I don't think it's who you're with is that gonna make you. If it is, then that's a completely different story. But if it's not, then all right. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, repost, and share to all social media platforms, and also don't forget to hit the post notification bell for future videos. And stay tuned for the next reaction.